Welcome to Heroes of the Storm, the Daily Rotation, a video series where I go over each of the free weekly heroes, and today we are going to be playing the Melee Warrior ETC. I will be using the Glam Metal ETC skin, definitely a very cool skin. Hopefully unlock some colors here in the future. ETC is an excellent warrior to kind of bully people around. He has a lot of disrupts. Definitely a ton of survivability, a lot of health, and ways to keep his health up. So it's definitely a very fun tank to play, and hopefully you guys will be able to see that today. So let's jump into a match.
Bring the mega death.
And welcome today as we find ourselves on the Garden of Terror. In this map, a group of Shambler NPCs will spawn at the bottom of the map and up here at the top of the map. Killing them provides seeds. And let's see, Tyranda wants to know who she should lane with. Nova.
The gates shall
Hunters,
open
mark,
10
plus
seconds.
snipe, equals rules. So you guys want to do that, that's fine, I'll come up here. We're going to take block for our first ability here. It's going to basically reduce the damage of some basic auto attacks. The team doesn't have a lot of auto attacks. Well, maybe they do. We're going to take it anyways. We're going to just lane here with Murden. Actually, let's go up top with Asmodon. He's definitely a great pusher. There's no reason not to support him a little bit, assuming he's going to push. But as I was saying, the Shamblers that spawn at the top and bottom of the map, when you kill them, it provides skulls. Or seeds, I'm sorry. And when you reach 100 seeds, you get to summon and control a Garden Terror, which is pretty cool. So, and since it's in two parts of the map, you know, if each team goes for top and one goes for bottom, you'll always be kind of even with the seeds. So, part of what you want to do is make sure you try to get both of them, or as many seeds as you can, to get an advantage, because they do stack. So you could have like 150 seeds, or 200 seeds, and effectively get. Well, we're going to try to push Rhaegar here. We don't want him to get in, but he does get away, and we're forced to fall back due to the firing range of the cannons. We're just gonna hide down here while Asmodon does his stuff. Let's see, Muradin. He could probably use some help, so I'm gonna fail at pinging there. Decide to just scroll the map instead. Hopefully I can get down there to dissuade the enemy team from pushing even harder. Here we come. Yeah, now you guys are worried. ETC is in the house. So here we go. Now this is where we are going to have to pick up these Shamblers. Murden, I think we should go do the objective, buddy. They're gonna body block them. They're gonna body block me, but ETC is great at pushing people away. His W, I haven't gone over his abilities yet, so let's just do that now. His his Q ability is Power Slide. It slides through a multitude of targets, however many you can hit, and it stuns them in the process. His W, Face Melt, deals a little bit of damage and knocks back all the enemies surrounding ETC. And finally, his Guitar Solo, which will generate a small heal over time. And the way the build we're going to go with is going to work is we're just going to focus on being, well, tanky, which isn't great since we have a Muradin. There's really no reason to have another tank, but we're going to do it because that's what ETC excels at. For our level 4 talent, we are going to take abilities cause area damage from the Echo Pedal. Let's see if we can get up here in time. I don't think we can. Nope.
I see you've survived another night.
Let's see if somebody will help us with that bruiser camp. So we're going to take Echo Pedal. It's just going to add a little bit of damage, which we could certainly use. Anybody want to help? Yeah, there we go. Tyranda's down for getting the bruiser camp. Hopefully we can do it uncontested, but I am ready to fight the enemy if that is what is going to happen. It looks like they're up here in the middle lane, really harassing Muradin, so that's okay if we can grab a camp and Muradin can stop them from pushing too hard. I think this would be a win in our favor. And Asmodon doing a great job pushing the top lane. Unfortunately, we are not getting any XP in the bottom lane. It looks like Tyranda and Nova are going to head on down to the bottom lane, make sure that they stop pushing there, which they've been doing pretty well. ETC is in the house. Here he comes. Lots of guys. Wow. 3 of them. 3 mid. Let's get in here, guys. I didn't think this push was going to be that effective. Wow, and Muradin does sacrifice himself for really no reason. He's right by the gate. If you can walk through this gate and save yourself from dying, just do it. I'm sure he was being a little body blocked, and that's all it took. Just a couple people needed to show up here. Oh, we need to do some body blocking. Let's push him back. Certainly getting a little more, pushing a little far. Don't want to get too close to their towers just yet. For our level 7 ability, let's go with, we're going to go with Guitar Solo. Empowers your next basic attack. What that'll do is basically just give me a little bit more damage. Like I said, we're not going for a real damage build, but we do want to be able to do a little bit of damage. Let's see. We're a great counter for Azmodan because we have 2 abilities, both our Power Slide and our Face Melt, which can disrupt his laser. By far, pretty much the only thing that Azmodan has that can really frighten a team off is that laser. And he knows he can't use it when I'm around, so he's just going to push the only way he knows how. And there we go. Knock his little minions around, heal a little bit. Another way you can deal with that laser is you can just walk away from it. If he's out of range, he can't do it. I think they're going to start pushing down here, so I think this would be a good spot to help. Although they are all fighting over a bruiser camp up top, so
The night comes.
having Nova help push. Nova and ETC are not the best two to be in lane together. ET's okay. He he definitely does a little bit of AoE damage with his push and his slide. Here comes ETC and Jaina. They're looking to make my life miserable down here. So I'm just gonna try to escape. Hopefully someone from the friendly team will join us. Doesn't look like anyone has any such intentions. Nova, here comes Nova. Azmodan running away, like I said, really doesn't want to have to be around me when he's doing that laser, and that's good Azmodan play. Definitely good on the enemy team's part to stay away from me when he wants to cast that laser. Hello, Jaina. We are going to come in, stun Jaina, push her back a little bit, and Jaina should be able to secure that kill, but we get caught in the Ring of Frost. Not fun, but all right, let's take this thing. We are now at level 10, which means we get our heroic ability, and I think what we're gonna do is we are just gonna grab. This is a tough one. Mosh Pit will stun all the enemies in an area, and the Stage Dive will dive to anywhere on the map and slow targets that you land on. So both of them are really good. I'm going to come back and grab the Garden Tear as it is coming up right now. I thought we were actually running out of it. We're going to take Mosh Pit, AoE stun. And it traps, it makes whoever you catch in the stun. A nice all by Tyrande showing us that we don't want to attack the top. At least I don't. The Garden Terror usually wants to get as far away as he can, except when he really needs to get in here and defend a little bit. So we're just gonna. I don't want to defend too much with this Garden Terror because I really want to make use out of it. But I also don't want them to destroy our fort. Nice precision strike. Don't want to focus on Chen when he's drinking from the mug. That is for sure. Alright, I think we have pushed them back well enough. So we're going to just cruise on down here, drop a polymorph. If you don't know the Garden Terror's ability, one is Spores Queen's Curse. Kind of an interesting name. But it just basically polymorphs anyone in that circle. Your second ability, the Garden Terror's Plant. It'll root itself on pretty much all minion waves, towers, any building. So it's really good for doing siege damage. As you can see, it's just tearing this entire fort down. So what you want to do when you're up against the Garden Terror is take that out, because that seed is doing more damage than I am. It's preventing the towers from destroying me, which is good. And it's also quickly I mean, if you can see, the cannon tower is already almost down. I haven't touched it. It is a wonderful ability. I can't believe they are letting me push, but it looks like they got another Garden Terror, so that's probably why. As I mentioned, you can stack them. We are in trouble because our Garden Terror's reign has ended.
Your enemy has spawned a terror.
Let's see. Let's try to stop this Garden Terror from getting places. We don't want you to go nowhere, Garden Terror. For our level 13 ability, we're going to take Uber Rockstar. Basically adds to our R a 20% movement buff, which would maybe help us catch up with somebody like this. Oh, we got lots of people coming in here. Let's join it with our friendly team on the other side. Try to avoid AoE damage, but you know, as a tank, you really want to be the face of the attack, as long as it isn't going to kill you, like Muradin's about to. And we're just going to mosh pit. We're going to stun everybody. Throw some stuff down, people. Come on, that was a good time. That would have been a great time to drop a precision strike. Really anything. The enemy was locked in place there. We are doing a good job making sure that Garden Terror can't do anything. That's what ETC excels at, is being a disruption to the enemy team, making sure they can't do the things they want to do. So, you know, whether it's Asmodon's laser beam, you know, Nazebo's spirit that he puts out. Alright, what do you guys want to do? You just want to collect the seeds. I'm down with that. Just kind of waiting for my allies to join me. I mean, at level 14, you don't want to be fighting alone too much. You know, if you're Nova, you know, that's one thing. And, you know, roaming the map, sniping for kills, that's fine. But ultimately, at level 14, you really want to start to focus on team fighting, because that's what any good team is going to do. And the reason it makes them a good team is because it's really difficult to beat unless the other team is team fighting better. And if you're not team fighting, you know, you're not going to be doing it better. The enemy team is in the bottom lane. Make sure everybody's here. Not sure if... Looks like Asmodon is coming to join the fight. I need to get out of the fight immediately. We're just going to power slide away from there. Wait a few seconds. Jump back in. That is Chain's ultimate ability. So, fortunately, where I thought maybe we'd get a kill, we did not. But it looks like the enemy team is starting to go down. The enemy Asmodon, he does fall to the friendly Asmodon is what it looked like. I'm going to make sure she doesn't get away. Goodbye, Jaina. But yeah, so ETC is definitely he's a little bit of a challenge to play, I think, until you really get used to him and understand what he does. I actually did this earlier today. And Asmodon and I soloed one of these things, so I don't think this is going to be a problem as long as the enemy team doesn't contest, and with two of their heroes down, I don't think they will. But you never know. So as you can see, that laser beam is basically just killing this boss and not even doing that much damage, just kind of making sure it stays focused on me. Let's see if we can gather around our Tyrande here. I am rooted. I did get stuck by the roots, but we did drop 10, so that's great. Let's see. For our next talent, we will take... Not really sure because I'm about to die here. Not much I can do. Power slide, heal a little bit. Looks like we will make it out of there. Man, I would love to be able to help dissuade that Garden Terror, but I need to retreat. Hopefully won't be seen up here. I think I'll be okay. And we make it out of there just in time. So for our next talent, we are going to increase the duration of our guitar solo. If you noticed a moment ago, as I was escaping, I used the guitar solo, which pretty much saved me from inevitable death, we'll say. It was going to happen without a good heal. And let's get this Garden Terror out of here. It looks like we have our Garden Terror pushing up in the top lane, which is excellent. That is exactly what you want to do in this. You want to push as far away from the enemy team. You don't want to get polymorphed like I just did. Alright. I say let's see if we can... We don't really want to chase him too much longer. He's only got 30 seconds left. He's not going to be able to do a lot of work in 30 seconds. So what we're going to do is come down here and support our Garden Terror. We're going to avoid getting polymorphed this time. Let's see, where do we want to get in? There's lots of stuff going on. If I can I need to get out of here since I can't stun him. I'm going to drop the ultimate, and we are going to get a few Chens in the stun. But man, we are in deep trouble. And this is really where that increased speed to Aura helps. Because as you saw, I was able to get out of there very quickly after casting my ability. Drink from the Fountain of Youth and try to jump back into the fray here. And it looks like the friendly team is sticking it out, so that's good. Not going to worry about Chen. He's not the target you ever want to focus unless you absolutely have to. Azmodan really working to kill me here. It's good that they are focusing on me. I take a lot more health to take down than these guys do. So the more they focus on me, the more my team will be able to pursue and deal their damage. Oh, Jaina. She doesn't want me to mount up because she knows that's going to be trouble. All right. Overextending our stay. That's okay. We'll back out. I think we should be grabbing... let's grab a camp before nightfall starts. Do a little bit of damage while the enemy tries to gather their seeds. We'll have to beat them to it, but definitely applying mercenary pressure before an objective is pretty universally good for anything. Let's see if we can get this one quick. We got 5 seconds. We gotta go fast, fast. I wanna go fast. I wanna go real fast. Definitely want to tear these down. I don't know if this was the greatest decision, but I'll stand behind it. The rest of my team, they stood behind it as well, so I think we made the right call. Let's go get those seeds. I like to try to split up to get both sides, because as you can see here, this is Chen and what's his face? Malfurion. I do know their names. They're over here. We want this one. This is the one that we want. I really should have. We're going to capture him in the stun and tell them to bring him down. And that's why we took Mosh Pit. It can really, I mean, imagine locking multiple characters in that stun. Raining down Precision Strike, along with a few other AoE. You know what? Let's go see what they're doing. Nope, they're just getting seeds faster than us. So it's a little late on the mark there. It's not quite. There we go. Oh, we got it. I better get back because we only have 10 seconds to... Oh, no. It's growing. It's growing. They had me thinking that this was actually going to be expired. Now, that is one thing to notice with the Garden Terror. They do expire, so don't let it sit there. I have literally played in teams where people just ignored it. While I was dead and pinging the Garden Terror, they just ignored it and decided that they didn't really need it. So I'm going to tell them, see if they'll go down bottom. I will just pick it up. I thought about taking it, thought about waiting to take it at the last second, but unfortunately, oh, the enemy team is doing great. I don't want this guy to, I don't want him to push by himself though, so let's get down there. Well, our E ability in the Garden Terror increases our movement speed by 30% for a few seconds. We're going to tear these things down. Just like I said, that's where all the damage is coming from. These plants will do damage to... They will do damage to minion waves, so feel free to use them on there. Hoping the friendly team is going to come and... Alright, I think we'll be alright. He's trying to plant his seed in as many places as he can. I realize that sounds a little vicarious here. It's Chen. It's a difficult target to take down. I don't think he's worth it. I definitely need to do some siege damage. I have 55 seconds left on the Garden Terror. I don't want it to be wasted. Our team is in trouble, but you know, that's okay. We'll make sure he gets polymorphed. And Garden Terror does do a lot of damage, so if somebody wants to contest you, let them. For our level 20 talent, we will take Death Metal. Just going to make our... Yeah, let's see if we can get him again. You know, and even if you don't hit him with the polymorph, it's still not a bad thing to throw down. Because it kind of gets them away from... can get them away from you if you plant it close enough. So Here we go. We're gonna take a little bit of damage here. That's okay. Should pull Rhaegar back to take that thing out, and we'll throw that down, make it a little harder to take it out quicker. And now we run. And we hope that we can. We do walk right into the roots of Malfurion, but I think we're going to be okay. We have a lot of health. Let's see. We are just going to continue to run and let the enemy chase us. I don't know if I want to bring him to my friendly team. I don't know if that was a good idea. I can probably get them in a great stun here. We do have Rhaegar, Chen. Oh, it's so close to Azmodan. We need to get him out of that laser. So we're just gonna work up here on Azmodan. We don't want to tank too many minions for too many reasons. For too long. It's been a long day, if you can't tell. So gonna get in there, help Muradin kind of poke around a little bit. These guys think they're gonna get seeds, I bet. No? That's right. Who am I fighting? I can hardly tell. I'm going to slide right through Azmodan, escape with my life, watch as the friendly team falls back a bit here because we're definitely in some trouble. I wish I could help more, but it looked like Nova fell back, Azmodan falling back. This is probably a good point to just retreat and maybe grab these bottom ones. We can certainly try to fight it. I think the presence of ETC will motivate them a little bit, and for good reason. Good riddance to Chen is what I was thinking here. Let's see what they're doing down here. Looks like Malfurion is playing a little peekaboo. We're going to knock Jaina back. She's going to try to use sprint, and she gets healed. It does look like our core is exposed. There we go. Azmodan does seal the kill. Need to get in between Rhaegar and Azmodan. Tried to stun him before he could get that off, but it just wasn't working. Let's get Rhaegar. Come on, Rhaegar. Okay. Don't have my stun up, but he will die before he gets a chance to do anything about that.
That's why I make the big bucks.
All right, Nova. It's me, you, and Tyrande. Much of the enemy team is dead. Almost all of them. Not a whole lot here, unfortunately. Tyrande should help a little bit. She definitely adds a lot to players like Nova. Nova is deciding to take off to fend off that mercenary camp. Probably not a real bad idea. Can we get this? We can get this. Can we get out of the stun? We can't get out of the stun. But as I was saying, Tyrande, she really excels with characters like Nova with high burst damage because she has an ability called Hunter's Mark, which basically reduces the armor, makes people hit harder. I'm not exactly sure what the technical terminology they use in the build, because I haven't really played Tyrande a lot, just a little bit. But we'll get to her someday. I'm sure she'll be a free hero of the week and I can play as her. Let's get down here. They are collecting seeds. They are going to get another tear. This is also a time where it would have been great to get stage dive. Because I could have jumped in there. There we go. Uh-oh, we don't want to walk into the Ring of Frost. Muradin did. He didn't mind. He jumped right in there. Let's see. Jaina should really be the primary focus. And we totally missed her with the stun. I don't think Azmodan overstayed his welcome. Well, kind of feel like Tyrande and Nova just bailed on us a lot sooner than they needed to. Rhaegar using the Ancestral Healing on himself, leaving Jaina here to hopefully die. I think she's going to make it out, though. Nope. We do secure the kill on Jaina. As you can see, I mean, there's not a lot of people on the friendly team here. Yet ETC still remains in the fray and still is able to do some damage. But yeah, everybody was dead. Certainly not looking good for the friendly team today. You know, pretty good match so far. We're breaking in towards the core. So if we could survive this night of terror, think we'll be okay. The Terra is going right for the core. He doesn't care. They think they can get the win. I think there's a good chance they can. Need to get that seed down. Yep. It looks like they really might have a chance here. Yep. So, well, like I said, good game. I don't know if we had really the best team combination. I didn't go over that in the beginning. Our team, Tyrande, Nova, Muradin, ETC, Azmodan. We really didn't have a lot of damage dealers except Nova. Tyrande doesn't really excel at hero damage. Azmodan doesn't. ETC, you won't notice him high on the stat boards a lot, though I did have a lot of siege damage. That was because of the Garden of Terror. But the purpose of ETC is not to deal damage. It's not really to clear waves or to do siege damage. It's to disrupt and irritate your enemy. You know, stop them from using their ultimates, stop them from using their strong abilities, do body blocks. I don't think I did the greatest job of showing that because I'm definitely not the best ETC player out there. Just started to really get a feel for him recently. But I think that kind of gives you an idea. So hopefully that helps. And look forward to talking to you guys again.